Hi, I'm Sean Hammond with PremierGuitar.com. We're at Musikmesse 2013 at the Palmer amplification booth. We have Dennis playing guitar here, but we're going to talk to Robin on my left about a few new offerings you guys have. First, we're hearing the Eins, which is this tiny little pint-sized head, right? Tell us about that.
Yeah, it's a 1 watt full tube amp. We sort of say we call it a serious mini tube amp, and it has two tubes. It's an ECC83 and ECC82. It has...
So that's a 12AX7 and a 12AT7?
Exactly, yeah. And, well, it's simple from the front. It's simple. You got your volume, you got your tone, and you have a boost here. And let me just show you the rear. We have an 8 ohm and a 16 ohm speaker output. We have the simulated out, which uses the same sound module as our PDI-09, which is a small speaker simulator DI box we have. And it has a high Z output. So you could actually take the output of this amp and plug it into the input of another amp, or to a power amp, or to a pedal board, or wherever you want.
Use it as sort of an overdrive or something?
Exactly, yeah. It also has an integrated load box, so it can work without a load. You don't need to have a speaker connected. So you could use it like this directly for recording or on stage and send it directly to your front of house. So it is a small amp, but it can be used for larger purposes as well.
Why don't we hear some different sounds out of, I assume if you've got the volume pretty low, it's pretty clean, but then it gets hairy as you turn up the volume, and maybe we could see the range of the tone control too. Sounds nice. Okay, so next up, Robin, you've got a head version of the Fab 5 amp that you guys unveiled last year. We did a video of it, this little 10-inch combo last year. You've got a head here. This is a prototype. You're going to make it smaller so it's the dimensions aren't as tall, and that the controls, you said, will probably be turned so that they're on the front. But tell us a little bit about this.
Right, this amp is called the Fab 5. It's a 5-watt amp with a single-ended circuitry. Basically, it's like taking one channel out of the Palmer Dry, the 6V6 channel. So it has a 6V6 power amp tube, it has a tube rectifier, and it has a 12AX7 preamp tube. And as I said, we're launching the combo, or as you said, we're launching the combo, and this is a prototype of the head. It's, as you said, it's a bit tall and a bit ugly, but we just want to see what people think about it here at the show.
I don't think it's ugly. I think it's cool looking. But should we plug it in and let Dennis show us what it sounds like?
Yeah, let's do that.
Robin, what are the controls set at right now that we're going to hear first on this?
Well, we're first going to try and keep it a bit clean. We're just going to have all the controls in mid position right now. We have a volume, we have a tone, and a boost, which is pretty similar to the controls on the Eins we just heard earlier. So let's give that a shot, Dennis.
Really full but squishy and dynamic.
Yeah, that's a rectifier tube as well that does a bit of that work. But it's a really nice, straightforward, single-ended circuit. I'm going to take it to all the way up. It's not a high gain amp, of course, but it gets
pretty gnarly in a cool way.
Definitely. Let's give that a shot.
That's pretty loud, 5 watts too. I mean, you might be able to hang with a drummer with that even.
It is pretty damn loud for 5 watts, yeah. We're playing over 2x12, which is a bit of an overkill for a 5-watt amp, but it just sounds great. Now the combo has a 10-inch Eminence Raging Cajun speaker in it, so obviously it won't be that full, but it's a really great speaker from Eminence, and it does a lot for a combo with a 10-inch speaker.
Robin, what are the 2 speakers in the 212 cab that we're hearing the Fab 5 head through?
Those are Eminence Wizard.
All right, cool. So those are more of a British voice, right?
Exactly. They're from the Red Coat series, British voice, similar to the Governor, but a bit rounder in tone.
All right, cool. Now, next up, we're going to hook up a new distortion pedal that you guys have, right? The Mutterstolz.
Yeah, Mutterstolz, Mother's Pride, and it's a pedal we're proud of. I mean, tube distortions is nothing new, but we were sort of, when the first prototype was done, we were really surprised and proud about how nice it sounds, so we decided to give it a suitable name, and it works with a 12AX7, and it comes with a 12-volt AC power supply, and yeah, I'd say we give it a shot.
So we've hooked this up to the Palmer Fat 50 amp over here. Can you tell us a little bit about that amp and how that might be affecting the sound in contrast to what we heard before?
Yeah, well, this is a 50-watt amp, Class AB, with 6L6 power tubes, and it has an Eminence Governor as a speaker. It's also very loud and articulate 50-watt amp. It has a very nice clean channel, and we've got it all set to 0. We're going to have everything set to mid position, and we're just going to be on the clean, nothing else.
Cool. How about, can we hear it just clean first so we can hear the contrast? Cool. Can we hear the bridge position? Now, Robin, do you want to explain the controls a little bit, since you have sort of non-standard names on them, except for Dirt? It's probably pretty self-explanatory.
That is, yeah. Well, to the tone itself, it's a sort of bluesy distortion tone we're getting here. Destruction is the distortion level. Dirt is you're making it dirty. You're mixing in the harmonics. Color is just a tone knob, and Mother is your master volume, and that's it.
Cool. All right, but last but not least, except in terms of size, it is pretty small. You've got this, what's it called again?
That's a cab merger. It's a very simple product, and it's technically as simple as it can get, but it's a simple idea that are also useful and good sometimes. And this is a cab merger. This will allow you to hook up 2 cabinets to an amp that only has 1 output. For example, if you have 2 8-ohm cabinets, you can plug them into here, left and right, and then you can choose between one of these 2 outputs, or inputs in this case. If you take series with 2 8-ohm cabinets, you're going to have a 16 ohms, and if you take parallel, you're going to have 4 ohms. There's a small little legend that tells you what resulting impedance you get out of this.
That's handy to have a little chart so people don't blow up stuff.
Yeah, I mean, exactly. As I said, it's a simple product, it's cheap. It's always good to have one of these in your pocket. You'll be able to use it for all sorts of weird stuff.
Now, you said this is going to be 20 euros?
Yeah, roughly, if I have it right in my head, around 20-25 euros street.
So that's like 35-40 bucks?
Exactly, yeah. Below $50 map.
Cool. Now, do you have prices on the other stuff yet, or is it too new?
Well, I do sort of. I have. This is $3.99 map.
399 euros?
Dollars.
Dollars map? Okay, cool. That's on the heights.
And for the other ones,
Not sure on the head yet, or on the pedal.
well, this is selling. This is selling for a street price in Germany for less than 100 euros. So you're probably having a map of $150, $160.
Robin, where can people go to find out about all this stuff online?
www.palmer-germany.com. You can use the contact button, and that email will come directly to me, and I can answer that. Or you can use a dealer search and see which dealers are available in your country.
Cool. Thanks, Robin.
And of course, have a look at the products.
Sweet. Thanks, Robin. Thanks, Dennis. I'm Sean Hammer with PremierGuitar.com. Don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel so you don't miss any of our Music Messe videos.